4.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
I don't think that there should be any debates. I do not think that the President of the United States has comported himself in a way that anybody should, and that has any association with truth, evidence, data, and facts. I wouldn't legitimize a conversation with him.
What, is she nuts? Are you listening to this, Pelosi? What she's saying is that Joe Biden, we don't want him debating because he's going to look like a fool. So he's coming. That's basically what she's saying. Well, Joe Biden, if he can't debate with Trump, how's he going to debate with Putin? What the hell? I mean, this is crazy. They don't want any debates. How's he going to, Biden, debate with North Korea? That nutcase. China. Those liars. If he can't go up on stage for a few hours and debate with Trump. That is the nail in the coffin right now. Whether you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent, anybody's going to look at that. Even if you hate Trump, if you hate his guts, if you have a brain cell in your head, you're going to have to think. You're going to take a pause and say, this is insane. This is the guy who's living in his cellar, ventures out maybe 30 miles from his home. That's it. And now he doesn't want to debate. And the excuse she is using is so pathetic. Anyways, I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. Nuts. See, she thinks you're stupid. She thinks I'm stupid. Because that's how they passed the health care bill, thinking we were stupid, that we sat on the world's longest stupid bench. They told us that. They said they would never gotten that bill across, never been passed, if Obamacare, if it wasn't for us being so stupid.
You know, call it the stupidity of the American voter or whatever. But basically, that was really, really critical to getting the thing to pass.
That's Gruber. He was the architect of the deal. The only way it got through. Remember Pelosi said, you don't need to read it. We'll just pass it first, then read it. Now she's trying to tell us that Trump shouldn't have a right to debate. Now, you know that's a bunch of BS. If you hate Trump, If you're a half fair-minded person, you know she's making all that up. Listen to her reasons again.
I don't think that there should be any debates. I do not think that the President of the United States has comported himself in a way that anybody should, and that has any association with truth, evidence, data, and facts.
She sounds so stupid. Anyway, I'm not here to talk politics. You get plenty of that from Fox and everybody else. I'm here to make sure that you enjoy this rally that's been a fake rally since 2008. This rally has been pumped up with zero rates called quantitative easing, which has destroyed our economy from within, destroyed our workers, and it made very few people very, very wealthy. Very wealthy. And it's going to continue. So you got to be on this train. You just got to know when to get off. That's the problem. You never know when to get off because they don't want you to get off. In fact, they don't want this pandemic to stop. Because the very, very wealthy is making a fortune. Because remember, the wealthy, their income comes from the stock market. Your income doesn't come from the stock market. Your income comes from a good job. Remember, jobs were once real good. And what's a real good job? A real good job is when you have a pension. So that when you work hard for 20 years, 30 years, and you're ready to retire, you should have your life should be the same as it was while you're working without the work. Meaning, you should live the same lifestyle you came accustomed to while retired. You should have the same benefit as far as the income. I mean, you should be able to retire and think, you know what? I got it made. I don't have to worry anymore because I've got a pension. Because a pension guarantees you a retirement. Not just a retirement, but pensions, when you went to work for somebody, a company, they made a contract with you. It was a simple contract. You work hard for me, give me 100%, build the best product you can for me. Then what I'm going to do is I promise I'm going to give you a retirement, that there's going to be plenty of money for you when you retire. There's going to be plenty of money for you when you retire. You're not going to have to worry. You're not going to have to worry about living on stupid Social Security, for heaven's sakes. That's when jobs were terrific. And that all went away, as you know. In the stock market, the 401k is a fraud. Total fraud. I mean, if the stock market was such a place and the 401ks were such a place, they're so good and guarantee you a retirement, why do we have one of the worst retirement crises ever? And why so many people are struggling paycheck to paycheck? Paycheck to paycheck. Why is it that half of our workforce is making less than $38,000 a year? They can't afford, even if they have a 401k, they can't contribute to it. So the very, very wealthy has made a fortune. They made a fortune. Something like $500 billion. If they didn't have this pandemic, they wouldn't have made that extra $500 billion. See, their whole living, their whole existence depends on the stock market. Yours supposed to depend on a great job. But there's no more great jobs. There's few great jobs. Most jobs are part-time. Most people are working 2-3 jobs. But they're trying to convince us we're in a recovery right now. We're in a recovery mode.
I think that the economy is in recovery mode, right?
Are you kidding? In a recovery mode? How could he say that? Powell came out today and he basically said in a statement, or it at least been interpreted by Wall Street and the business community that he's going to keep interest rates at zero forever, or at least during his lifetime. That's why the market's up. That's why the market's up. How can anyone interpret from continuous low rates at zero that we're in a recovery? If rates were going up, then we'd be in a recovery. Just like a strong dollar means you have a strong economy. Weak dollar means you have a weak economy. Treasury rates, not even 1%. They've never been this low. It's telling you there's no recovery. The evidence is there. But they get away with lying to us. But that's why I'm here, so I can give you the truth, so you know when to get out of the market in time.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Warning: Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang free for 10 days. You get the color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, when not to add, and when to run like hell. And best of all, tells you how to make money when the market is going down, called shorting. It's free, 10 days. Check it out. Try it. And remember, every day at 2 o'clock for our members, and you'll have this for your 10 days, we post our portfolio of stocks. And we tell our members what to do with each stock. Does anybody call you every day? Does somebody call you every day with your stocks and tell you exactly what to do? Do they give you a video every day, tell you what to do? No. You don't even hear from them. You don't even hear from them. All right. So listen to this. Talking about how much money was being made.
Through the COVID crisis, that top 0.001% of the wealthiest of the wealthy gained $574 billion in net worth during a pandemic.
Yes, but guess what? Debt that you are responsible for surged to $56 trillion. $56 trillion. But household net worth dropped $7 trillion. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, at the same time, real estate values increased $400 billion because interest rates are 2.5%. Home equity declined by $8 trillion. Why? Massive refinancing. 22 million people out of work. Nearly 1 million people every week sign up for new filings, new unemployment filings. Oh, but they're telling us we're in a recovery. Corporate debt increased to $16 trillion. And despite the $11 trillion injection of liquidity to fight this pandemic, despite the $608 million they print every hour to purchase the debt of our corporations to prop them up so they won't go into bankruptcy. Why? Because corporate bankruptcy filings right now are exceeding those in 2009. But we're being told we're in a recovery. Government debt keeps surging while household net worth keeps tumbling. What are you, nuts? Oh, but wait a minute. The S&P 5 largest stocks year to date. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Google. Those stocks year to date are up as an aggregate 105%. And the S&P has given us a return of 35%. But wait a minute, that's just those 5 stocks. Of the 500, the other 495 stocks, nothing. a miserable return of 5%. So you got 5 large tech stocks giving us a return of 35%, and those stocks have gone up 105%. Now let's just take Apple. Since the end of March, 152%. Microsoft up 72%. Amazon up 108%. Facebook 117%. Google 65%. That's your average, 102%. And remember, there's your average. These 5 stocks and your return in the S&P, if you want to look for return on investment, up 35%. On those 5, but the other 495, 5%. Are you kidding? This is insane. So the worse that the pandemic gets, the more it's strung out. It's all for the benefit of the rich, the wealthy. And where are they? In the stock market. Not everybody's in the stock market. They want to make you believe they are. 50% of the people who work, who have a 401k, nearly 38% of them don't contribute. They can't. They don't have enough money. Expenses have been going up. They're not getting raises because their CEOs aren't taking the profits and plowing it back into their company to give them new machinery, new equipment, so they can produce, instead of 10 hats an hour, Phil's Gang hats, they should give machinery to produce 200 hats an hour. Profits would explode. That means they should get a raise. Oh, I forgot. No union. You're not going to get a raise. They're going to take that money and do what? They're not going to buy new machinery. They're not going to give you a raise. They're going to take that money and do a stock buyback. Because they don't have to worry anymore about profits. Because first of all, 5 companies in the S&P are driving the whole S&P. 495 are doing nothing. So people think when you hear, oh boy, the economy's turning around, things are getting better, they believe it. Just like when you take Apple and you take Microsoft. When you take a look at those 2 companies in the Dow, just those 2 are 40% of the whole value of the Dow. What are you, nuts? 2 out of 30? 40%? And when you see those stocks go up, the whole Dow goes up. It's just unbelievable. So how can anyone interpret from the continuous low rate guarantees that we're going to be at zero forever that we're in a recovery? If we were in a recovery, they wouldn't be doing that. Are you kidding? So now the Fed will continue to keep printing all that money, keep treasury rates down, so they keep borrowing, and our debt keeps going up, and the debt kills our growth. That's why we're not growing. We're not growing. You don't hear them talk about growth, do you? Oh, we're in recovery. But wait a minute, where's the growth? We have no economic growth. We don't. Our debt is growing faster than our growth. But while this market continues to go up in this big scam, let's keep making money. Join my gang. I'll get you out in time. You don't have to be afraid. I know 85% of you lose money because you don't get out in time. And I know 95% of you in 401ks will never be out in time. Whatever profits you have right now, you're going to give most of them all back. And you know that. I'll be right back after this break. Join my gang right now, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. you immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
With the Phil's Gang .com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up. It never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And
remember, for the last 10 years, inflation's been muted. It's surprised a lot of people that we haven't had more inflation. I've been vocal that I think technology-enabled disruption is one of the reasons for that.
No, not technology. The BLS, they lie. Are you kidding me? No inflation? The stock market's going up over 450%. That's not inflation? A used car today is $6,000 more than it was a month ago or 2 months ago. Because why? Because they can't sell new cars. Oh, but we're reminded by Larry Kudlow every day, auto business is booming, auto business is booming. But he doesn't tell you they can't sell new cars, so the premium is on a used car. What are they doing? This thing that there's no inflation? Look at college tuition. No inflation? Give me a break. 2%? Such a lie. Take a burrito, just a burrito. From 2010 to now, it's increased 30%. That's more than triple. That's like a 10% drop in purchasing power on our dollar. I mean, they just lie. Crazy. If you really want to know the real world, inflation is really about 7%. 7%. That's what it is. I mean, how can they, I guess take a simple burrito. Since 2010, it's gone up 30%. That's nuts. So that means if you extrapolate it, that our purchasing power and our dollar is going down the same time, 10%. There's the problem. Our costs keep going up and the value of our dollar keeps going down. We're getting screwed. And who's making all the money? The people that are in the stock market. But a lot of you aren't in the stock market. You're in bonds. Are you nuts? I know, I understand. After the crash, you said to your broker, your planner, I just want to keep my principal. That's all, keep my principal. Do you know how much money you lost in your principal? Inflation's not 2%. Do you really believe it's 2%? None of you believe it's 2%. It's a bull-faced lie. It's a lie. I want to talk about some stocks. I gave you the other day, remember I said, why don't you join my gang and just follow me for 10 days? Because we're starting to rotate. All right. Our members are in the big FANG stocks. We're in Microsoft. We're in Apple. Netflix, we're up now 45% year to date. Microsoft, we're up 39% year to date. Apple, we're up 78% year to date. I don't have my Facebook here. But my point is that we're starting to rotate, not take all our money out, but start rotating. And you should be doing this if you're in the big 5 stocks. Rotate some of that money out and start buying the beaten down stocks, like the cruise lines, because they're going to lie as we go into the November 3rd election that we're getting closer and closer with a vaccine. You know that. Why aren't you in the market? What is wrong? You can't make money like this anywhere else. You can't. Oh, housing? Give me a break. So I told you the other day, and I gave you the symbol even. I said Norwegian Cruise Lines. You put my members in that. And I said, let's just, we're going slow, not a lot of shares. And it's already up, doing beautiful. Our airlines, remember I said to you, jets, buy the ETF, JETS. That's the ETF for all the airlines. You have a basket of them. Doing beautifully. That's up nicely now, starting to go up beautifully here. Nice patterns. Now $17.80. And if we can break out, if that can break out around $18.36, that thing will really take off. Delta, that took off beautifully today. We got in at around 27.80, something like that. It went to a high of 32.40. It's now at 30.81. That Delta's starting to move now. 11%, that shot up. American Airlines starting to move now. JetBlue, one of our favorites, that's moving up now. So just join my gang and follow me with one or two airlines over the next 10 days using my color-coded chart, and we'll tell you when to buy, when to sell, we'll tell you exactly what to do. You haven't got to do anything. Now, the other place we're going to be making money is in the casino business. Now, I gave you the other day, LVS, Las Vegas Sands. Look how nice that's doing. Went from red to green. On my chart, see, I got the color-coded chart. When it turns from red to green, it's telling me the institutions are now starting to put money in. You don't have that. But see, the most important thing, it'll also tell me when money's coming out. So I know a lot of you are scared. I mean, to get in the stock market right now, the stock market's insane. It keeps going up. And it shouldn't be going up because it's not going up based on earnings. It's not going up based on profits. It's not going up at all. Just 5-6 stocks are really taking the whole market up. When you have 2 stocks out of 30, that is 42% of the entire Dow 30 value. So just think of it this way. You got 28 stocks. Okay? And then in these 2, is almost half, make up almost half the value of these 28 stocks. Here, listen. And the thing is, very few stocks are going up. Listen, it's called narrow breadth.
What's been going on with breadth of the market? And we can see that year to date, only 33% of stocks are ahead of the S&P 500, and I bet the majority of those are technology names.
Of course they are. They're the same stocks. Why don't they just get rid of all the stocks to save everybody time? What are you, nuts? Let's start a new exchange. Let's just start a new exchange. Let's only have Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Google. Let's just have those. And then let's not start the pandemic. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. It's not so bad. No, it isn't. The pandemic's not so bad. More people die from the flu than the pandemic. More people die falling off a bicycle. It's the truth. More people die falling off a bike, for God's sakes. But they got to make it sound like this is like, you're going to have to, if you catch this stuff, you're going to have to go into this big lung. Remember, like the old lungs they had, we had polio. Cancer. Far more people die from cancer. They're going to keep this going. Why? Why do they want to keep it going? Who's they? The 1/100th of 1 percentile. They're the owners. They control everything. And who else wants to keep it going? Pelosi. She wants to keep it going. And 42 of her Republicans, or the House, they want to keep it going because they bought massive amount of these stocks. And remember, these 5 stocks are immune. That's what they should do. Try to figure out how we can all swallow Apple. Maybe they can figure out how we can take the 5 stocks, put them in a blender, and we swallow it somehow. We'd be immune because they're immune. Let's look into what makes them immune. Maybe we can take the same thing. Maybe we can stuff all those stocks in a needle and shoot it in our arm. What are you, nuts? Anyways, crazy. $56 trillion in debt. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Do you understand what's going on? Listen to me. What are you, nuts? Do you understand where we're going? We're going east on the westbound train. And Pelosi is the conductor. That nut job. We have never had an economic recovery since 2008. We've had a stock market rally. That's it. And you're on the sidelines going, oh, I missed it. You haven't missed anything yet, especially on the way down. You're going to make more money on the way down than up.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
I'm reaching out to raise money for St. Jude. But I don't want you to give St. Jude anything unless you're making money here. So I'm going to give you my charts free for 10 days. The chart, every afternoon at 2 o'clock, we take our portfolio of stocks, and each stock we tell you exactly what to do. How could you go wrong? Your first 10 days, we don't want you to do a thing. Just follow along, pick a few stocks that you want to follow and do it on paper. No real money. No real money. At the end of 10 days, you can make a decision if you want to stay with us or not. It works. Now, I want to tell you, nobody has a clue what's going on. If you knew, there'd be buses going down to Congress right now and hanging those people in Congress. Our debt is $56 trillion. If you think for one moment that the pandemic unleashed a historic run of government borrowing, that was nothing like Baby Bush and Obama. Those two unleashed unbelievable, historic government borrowing, and is why we're in trouble and why we are here today. Those two dopes. They borrowed more money than the 41 presidents put together before them. They doubled from $6 trillion to $12 trillion. It took the 41 presidents 211 years to get to $6 trillion. They doubled it in 4 years of their 16 years in office. Two dopes. The consequences were horrible, but they didn't care. They didn't care. They should have been impeached, not Trump. What are you, nuts? Both knew that the federal debt was growing faster than our economy. And it is now even worse, and that you can't get a recovery when that's happening. You can't catch up. Instead of making deep cuts, they should have made huge deep cuts and have worked on getting rid of regulations and keep pushing ahead to keep starting more and more small businesses. We'd be all right today. They didn't do that. They didn't care about us. They didn't care about us. Instead, they decided to prop up losers. They both did. Banks and companies that should have been gone. They propped them up. See, here's what they believed, these two. Supposed to be geniuses. Baby Bush, remember, he lost, he went, every business he got into, he went broke. And Obama, he's never been in a business. You wouldn't know a business if he tripped over it. They believe they can print money to buy treasuries to keep rates low. Then borrow. And go out and borrow from everybody. Selling treasuries. That was their idea. We'll go sell all these treasuries and we'll borrow all this money. And then we'll do government spending because we can spend and we can create growth and economic growth better than individuals can. This is what they thought. The government's not good at anything. They can't grow anything. Their job, both Obama and Baby Bush, was to reduce regulations and to make sure that there was enough money available in the banks, low rates enough to lend to entrepreneurs. And the entrepreneurs, remember, are middle class because it's the middle class who once had enough disposable income to start a business. Our whole country is based on starting businesses, not Apple, not Microsoft, not Facebook. Small businesses, the small businesses in your town that you go to. They're the ones that built this country and still are, but they're dead because of these two dopes. They started it all. They thought just keep printing and printing and printing. And then what we'll do is buy treasuries, keeps rates low. Then we'll go and have auctions of treasuries and we'll borrow from countries, we'll borrow from individuals. And then we'll take all this cash and we'll spend it on everything. And then, finally, the government won't be spending too much money. We'll catch up. They thought, we'll catch up. The government was spending our debt was growing 35% faster than our economy. So they thought they could stop that. Remember this. We were growing our debt 35% faster than our economy. So they thought by printing money, getting rates down to near zero or very, very low, and they go on a big spending spree, the two of them, and keep funding companies that were lousy companies that were terrible, should have been shut down. They thought they could overcome that. Everybody tried it, went broke. Japan tried it, it doesn't work. Why? Because here's the problem. When you go and print money, it kills the dollar, number one. Number two is that when you print all this money, and the dollar gets, the purchasing power is gone, something worse happens. When they try to raise money, do government spending, and selling treasuries, they're offering more money than the banks. It's called crowding out. So what happens is, what builds our economy are small businesses, entrepreneurs. That's what makes this country great. But they can't go to the bank and borrow now. Why? They got crowded out. Why? Because when all the customers leave the banks to get 3% out of Treasury instead of 1% at the bank, the money's not in the bank. So what happens? The banks have to raise rates because what little money they have left, they don't want to run on that money. They have to raise rates to make sure not everybody comes in borrowing it. So what happens is both these idiots, and the same thing's happening now, both these idiots, they started it, kept printing so much money to keep those rates down like we're doing now. And by selling treasuries, they really thought the government could do a better job growing this economy than you and I could, entrepreneurs. So now you go to the bank, and the bank says, well, I need 10% interest. Why? Why? Well, we have little money in the bank because we can't get deposits. Because we offer 1.5%, but the Treasury bills are offering 3%. We can't get deposits. So I'm sorry, I'll lend you, but you got to pay me 10%. That killed small businesses. There's the problem. Trump understood that. He comes in, he's going to clean this up. He didn't clean it up. He got involved with Larry Kudlow. He did a lot of great things. He should be reelected. But he should have gone in there and fixed this, because this is why we're in trouble. You can't keep spending money like this and take 5 stocks and mask it. So in the meantime, we bought those stocks. And we're making money, our members, on those stocks. But you got to know when to get out of those stocks, because this is the biggest, the most fake stock market you'll ever see in your lifetime. It's been fantastic. This has been fantastic, especially for the very, very wealthy who make their money in the stock market, who don't have a job. But this is all going to blow up because you can't keep going down this road. We can't keep crowding out, and we can't keep... What we've done is we've killed the middle class. They're gone. Because they used to have this, they did the startup businesses, but they don't do startup businesses anymore. Number one, they don't have the money anymore because companies aren't taking their profits and plowing it back into the company to give them new machinery so they can get raises so they can save money, put that money in the bank, and go to the bank and borrow money to start a business. They can't do that anymore. Because to borrow money at a bank right now, the interest rates are too high for them because they were crowded out. So in the meantime, we got these 5 stocks that keep going up every day, and people think, oh, we're okay. No, we're not okay. We're not. But you'll be okay if you're in the market and you know when to get out. There's the problem. I tell you, I devote my whole life to this. Please, let me show you how to get out of the market in time. That's all you need to know. Idiot can make money in the stock market. Just go put $100 on, whatever stock you want. Or go buy Apple. Go buy Microsoft. Go buy Amazon. Buy Facebook. Just buy those. Just go buy those stocks. That's all. That's all you have to do. You'll make money until they don't go up anymore. And there's the problem. You're going to say, oh, it's different this time, Phil. Oh, no, it's not. They said that about GE too, right? Join my gang today. Please, I'm reaching out to help St. Jude. I'm reaching out to you. Because the only way we can raise money for St. Jude, if I reach out to you, get you to join the gang for 10 days, and you'll see it works. Then you start make money. Then you help St. Jude. Everybody wins. Free for 10 days.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.